Why, hello there, you two, and welcome to a Revolting review. I'm Random Ross, and today I review Final Destination. So, this is written by Jeffrey Reddick and directed by James Wong, starring Devon Sawa, Ali Larter, Kerr Smith, and the late great Tony Todd. So this is a supernatural horror film where Alex, played by Devon Sawa, is boarding a plane to Paris with his friends and other students until he has a premonition of the plane exploding and quickly gets off before all hell breaks loose. Thinking he's nuts, however, the plane does do that, and of course, now these Alex and a group of his friends and this teacher have cheated Death, and Death isn't happy about that. And I guess it's okay if maybe one or two people cheat Death, but a whole group of people, the Grim Reaper's not happy. So one by one, each of our characters bites the dust in tragic, graphic and horrific accidents and die in the order they should have died in. And Alex believes if he breaks this cycle, this chain, and prevents someone's death, then he can cheat Death again and live. And then, of course, there's the creepy coroner, William Bloodworth, played by the late, great Tony Todd, who tells them of Death's design and how, it's not easy cheating Death. So, that's the story there to it. What did I like about this film? Well, this film's 25 years old now. 25 years old. It came out in 2000, and, they're still making movies now. They're about to make a sixth movie. That's why I thought with the sixth film on the horizon, let's revisit the whole film series. So I thought, why not start where it all began, even though we all know it began with the fifth movie. But we'll get to that. I thought I'll do it in chronological order, even though like I say, but the whole prequel thing was a twist in the fifth movie. Anyway, I liked the premise of this film. Quite creative how Death is the antagonist, and yet the Grim Reaper is not physically seen in this. We don't see him at all in this. But the fact that you feel his presence, you know that he's around, it's like, because we all know what the Grim Reaper looks like. A hooded robed skeleton figure with a scythe, and he goes around, collecting souls. So I like that. An antagonist that you don't see but you know is there, or at least essence of him are there. I also like some of the death scenes in this. This also had a, Sean William Scott in this movie as well, who was fresh off American Pie at the time. And seeing him in this role where he's not funny or was providing a bit of comic relief, and then he gets his head sliced off during a train scene. That was wacky and funny. And that's another thing. Some of the deaths were funny. I do find some of the deaths comical, especially in the second one, but we'll get to that. Some of the deaths were even creative, and also making you think, wow, this is an accident. This could happen to anyone. So the fact that it makes you scared and superstitious and stuff. Quite an interesting film. I believe that I can't recall any film before this playing with this premise. I also like the brief scene from Tony Todd as the coroner William Bloodworth, who would go on to be a series regular, except for the third and fourth films he was absent from that. And we know Tony Todd will make his final performance in the upcoming Bloodlines. But William Bloodworth. Tony Todd, he's just Candyman, isn't he? I mean, at this point, he was already horror royalty from the Candyman franchise and Night of the Living Dead remake and many other horror pictures. But he didn't just do horror, he did other stuff as well, like Platoon and that. Seeing him, who is William Bloodworth? How does he know all this about death and stuff? I mean, he's a coroner, but he likes there to clean up when the game's finished. Also, he still has his soothing voice, which again I find soothing, like when he was Candyman. But yeah, this film's a roller coaster. It's entertaining. I get how it started a whole franchise, and yeah, it was funny in parts, but there were some brutalities in there as well. And at the end, when they do actually get to Paris, you're like thinking, damn it, death's still onto them, and another guy bites it at the end. You know, one of the surviving three. And yeah. This also features a young Ali Larter as well, who I got to know from the hit sci-fi show Heroes, and has been in a lot of other stuff like the Resident Evil movies and other things that I've probably not seen, but yeah, she's quite the big actress, I think. Yeah. But anyway, yeah, Final Destination. It's a fun one. What am I going to rate this? I will give Final Destination... You know what's a fun one for me? I'll give it 4.5 out of 5. I mean, it does have its flaws, but not too much. It's done great. Yeah, so 4.5 stabs out of 5 for Final Destination. So yeah, have you seen this one? Let me know what you think down below in the comments. If you like this video, be sure to give it a big thumbs up. Share with your friends and feel free to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already and to hit that notification bell. I've been Random Ross and this has been a Revolting review on Final Destination. So, until next time, don't have nightmares.